Welcome to Behind the Build. It's Dan with Reico Construction. Super excited about getting this process started. We're going to interview different people, from managers to different subcontractors to suppliers, to really bring you behind the build. Today we've got Mike McKay on Behind the Build, our project manager for Reico Construction. Just want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Mike, your background and everything.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Mike McKay, project manager, Reico Construction. I've been with Reico just about 6 years now. Journeyman carpenter. Kind of started in carpentry 2004. Building custom homes in Fernie. Did my apprenticeship there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mike and I have very similar backgrounds. I was 2004 as well when I got my Red Seal certificate. So it's been pretty easy thus far.
100%.
Definitely growing together over the years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Mike, I guess what brought you to Vernon from Fernie and led you to, look at our ad and get hired on with Reico? Yeah.
Wife and I were ready for a change from Fernie and the lake.
Yeah.
We like being out on the water, and Vernon had some family here and started visiting more frequently and decided it was the place.
Totally.
Made the move.
Yeah, and you guys are big skiers and wake surfers and whatnot too, right?
Yeah, for 100%. So made the move and loving it. Haven't looked back.
That's awesome.
Okanagan's a great place to be.
No doubt. Yeah. No, I'm sure it's felt pretty natural for you to come here and ski Silver Star and be on the lake at your cabin in the summer. So
100% it has. Yeah.
No,
definitely. And then first working for Reico, saw the ad and came and met Dan. Seemed like it was the right fit.
Yeah. 6 years later.
Yeah. Still
Putting up with my shit.
Some days.
Yeah.
You're putting up with mine too.
Yeah. Like how does project manager look like for you day to day?
Day to day, it's lots of just kind of acting like the director, the conductor, the orchestra sort of thing. Just making sure everyone has what they need to do their jobs effectively, and communicating with the clients to make sure what their wants and needs are being followed through with, and trying to make sure we pay attention to all the details.
Totally.
It's a really big part of it.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't miss anything and that we stay efficient throughout the whole process.
For sure. And a lot of feedback I've, gotten over the years too was, quality with the guys too. Like everybody is happy with, how you treat everybody equally. And whether it's, our employees or the subcontractors, they like your kind of mentality with them and how you approach things from a friendly perspective.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely try and I know I don't have much ego about what it is, so I'm just as happy to help out pushing a broom or building something if I need to, or whatever needs to be done. So
totally.
I think that reflects through to the people working around us, the team around us as well.
For sure. And I think, that's reflected to the clients as well, who have, been fully satisfied with dealing with Mike as the manager for Reico, and it's been nothing but positive from that aspect too. So it's been positive.
Nice.
From your perspective as PM, like what do you focus on behind the scenes that most clients don't see?
A big part of what they don't, or lots of our clients wouldn't see, is the constant juggling of schedules between everybody to make sure our timelines, that we're not overlapping too much, but yet we keep pushing the schedule forwards as much as we can, because at the end of the day, the faster we can be done, usually the better the project turns out, and we can save the clients some money.
Yeah. Totally. And I guess along with that as well, still maintaining quality of work too. I've noticed over the years, it's not necessarily you're looking to speed race through the project. You're making sure all the details are caught along the way.
100%. Yeah. Making sure we do things once.
Yeah.
Is a big part of it. And that's a lot of coordination between the sub-trades and having meetings with having the plumber, the electrician, and the HVAC guys on site at the same time to plan where everyone needs to put their stuff so we're not interrupting each other's workflow,
100%.
but yet not stepping on each other to get the job done either.
100%. So with that, it's, you know, what I've noticed over years, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is we don't have a lot of clients that are like, oh, I wish I would have done this during the project. I feel like those details are always caught.
Yeah, for the most part, I think as our team, we do a pretty good job of presenting enough options to our clients of things that we've seen in the past, or as we get to know our clients a little more personally, things that we feel might be a good fit for them and how they actually want to use their home. You know, it's not a one size fits all solution by any means, but
Yeah.
it's certain things that we've seen and done for other people fit into some of the new homes we're doing as well.
Yeah, and like as project manager for all our jobs, how do you future-proof jobs for future things that the client thinks of, such as golf courses or something like that?
Well,
Or a gazebo.
Yeah, simple little things that we do. If we're running conduits outside from a mechanical room to the outside of the foundation to service one aspect of their builds, we'll usually put 2, sometimes 3,
Yeah.
because things change. I've never regretted putting an extra piece of conduit in.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of times we do end up using them, and
Yeah.
just making little allowances like that allow for future change, even if it might be something that is going to be in the 20-year plan of how these people might use the house one day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Based on jobs you've run, what kind of clients seem to be the best fit for Reico?
We tend to, anything custom seems to be our niche. We're able to provide some really good service and good options, and we've done lots of fairly large scale renovations. Seem to be a really good fit for us.
Yeah.
As well as some new homes and big additions as well. And then with those clients, they're giving those people some options to work with, and seeing where they want their home to go.
That's awesome. Yeah, love it. With your experience with the company over the last 6 years, is there situations where we'll get together and say no to a client?
We've definitely found some jobs where we just, as we're planning it, sometimes it's not going to be the right fit for us. That there may be, depending on scope of work or location of the site, that maybe someone else could be better suited to serve their needs better. And in that case, we can provide some good recommendations of some more local guys that could do the job for them. Or it really just depends on the situation. And it's doing some of these projects, it's, you know, we kind of have to, it's a big relationship between us and the clients, and we have to make sure that that's going to work as well, and the personalities will work together.
Yeah, well, like just thinking about stuff that we've done in the past and moved on from and grown from, like, where do you see projects go wrong before construction even starts?
Into rushing planning seems to be where we end up with more headaches up front. Is if we rush the planning of them, it seems that we're chasing our tail a little bit as we get the projects rolling, and it's harder to keep budgets under control and expectations to be met as we're adapting on the fly.
Yeah. What does good planning look like when you're actually managing a job?
Just thorough communication between our internal team, all the sub-trades, and the homeowners. That's the biggest part of it, is making sure that everyone's vision is the same for where we want to end up. Because, you know, it's the game of telephone sometimes. So it's having those conversations and then following up and clarifying that, make sure everyone's on the same page with what we want to see.
Yeah, can you think of an example where upfront decisions in planning saved issues later on? I know it's a tough one for sure.
For sure it is, yeah.
It kind of coincides with what you said before, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Which, yeah, you know, such as running conduits or something like that. You know, I think that's similar, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's, I guess, yeah, as I kind of spoke before, it's getting to know your client and understanding what may come up in the future as we get further into the process.
Yeah.
Because sometimes at foundation stage, we haven't switched over to the discussions about finish details and things like that, but making some allowances at foundation stage allow us to future-proof and provide more options in the future as well.
I love that, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, with the growth of the company over the years, you know, what upcoming projects kind of excite you? Is it new builds or renovations, additions? Like what have you loved to do?
I love any of our new build stuff that we're doing is always exciting and everything's fresh, but
Yeah.
I do love the challenge of some of the big renos and additions that we do and some of the planning that comes with that, because they're not just as straightforward. And it's like when we do stuff down on the lake, there's issues with riparian areas and stuff that we have to work the plans around and find ways to create our customer's vision.
Yeah.
And make it fit within all the rules and kind of work it out. So I do like the challenge of some of our big renos that we do. They're fun.
I agree. So going back to the planning stage, which you were saying was so important, and I agree. Where does that start? Does that start down to the city of Vernon, for example? Does it start down to the city and municipality, wherever we are?
Well, I think the initial is our first initial meetings with the clients and getting the big picture of what they want. And then everyone kind of has to digest on that for a little bit and start spitballing a few more ideas and then fine tuning it until we can get to a stage where then we can go to the city and hash out what some of the issues we might face are as far as zoning or different rules that we have to follow. And yeah, and then from there, then we can keep adapting the plan as we go until we're hey, this is the plan. We're ready to put in for our permit and get started on the construction phase.
Yeah, no, that's spot on for sure. I love that. And, you know, thinking about the future, what should future clients that hire Reico Construction expect from us?
Well, I think in general they should expect, clear communication and solid plans of what they want and us to follow through with what we say we're going to do at the end of the day is the biggest part of it is making sure that we follow through right to all the last details, and then that any issues that come up that we have taken care of. Yeah. Because it's not always a perfect process, but we'll ride through right till the end to make sure everything is fixed and everyone's happy. And to expand on that, now that, you know, we're talking about the subject, is saying no to clients too. And does that coincide with unrealistic budgets from a client? It's not so much of would think of a saying no necessarily, as we need to set expectations of what we can do within the parameters that they're giving us. Perfect. It's a fine line of sometimes we just need to adapt expectations, or we need to find on our end, we need to find other ways and explore different systems of doing something that maybe will provide the desired outcome in a more efficient way, or not even necessarily more efficient, but in a better way for a better outcome. Yeah. It needs to push our comfort levels as well. For sure. And does that go along with giving the client different options of finishes, like grade of finish? Absolutely, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Over the years, what, you know, like clients that you feel have meshed the best with our brand as Reico, like, is that a higher end client? In general, I think it is the mid to higher end client seems on these bigger renos and bigger custom homes seems to be where we have found our markets for sure in the Okanagan here.
Yeah.
I would say by no stretch of the imagination, we are not a cookie cutter home builder.
No. That's awesome. Like, do you have one piece of advice for our customers, our homeowners?
The more planning and vision that they can help provide us up front, the smoother and more timely we can follow through with everything that we're doing.
That's awesome. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thanks for the conversation today, Mike. Excited about it, and definitely will be one of many that we'll do together, I'm sure.
100%.
People that are interested in the podcast, it's Behind the Build on YouTube, and we're pumped to get it going, and it's going to be super exciting and informative for everybody. We'll try not to give too many secrets away, but no, in all honesty, it's going to be exciting and good information for everybody. So
Perfect.
pumped to get it going.
100%.
Thank you. Great. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
No problem.